Arvind Sawant is joining me now on the broadcast. This certainly is going to be seen as a big setback for Uddhav Thackeray group. Mr. Sawant, how are you planning to take this up?
We will go to the Supreme Court. It's total bizarre, you can say. It's not bizarre. It's absolutely, you can say, misjudgment, and it was, manipulated. They were saying it since beginning that we are going to get it, as if the courts have the election commission was in their hand. So it is hand in glove with the ruling party, and that they have done it.
So you are alleging that the election commission is hand in glove with the central government, with the BJP?
Absolutely.
Is that what you're saying?
This is obvious. This is very open now. It was not a secret. We were maintaining the discipline, but now it is very clear. What do you mean by party? How can you define a party? Supreme Court is still, the decision is pending in the Supreme Court. What was the hurry? Today, after the Supreme Court order, they hurriedly have given the directive. They want to create a pressure on the Supreme Court order also.
No, but why are you saying that they are trying to create pressure on the Supreme Court? Look, there were two groups, the Uddhav Thackeray group, the Shinde group, both of them are fighting for the same symbol. It had to be decided by the Election Commission. The Supreme Court was waiting for the Election Commission to take its move. The order has now come from the Election Commission. Why should it be seen that all the institutions are conspiring against your group?
So, remember that whether it is a proof that the people who left party is itself a conspiracy. They themselves are admitted on the floor of the assembly. Why don't you understand that? They themselves are for how long they were conspiring against us. And it's on the record. What do you want for that? It's proven. It is a conspiracy. It is a revengeful action. Nothing else.
But the Election Commission has gone with the precedent. They have gone with what happened in the Janata Dal dispute case. And that is the reason why they have, gone with the numbers. That in terms of the number of support that is there with the Shinde faction is of the number of MPs, the number of MLAs who are standing with them is much more than the Thackeray faction, and hence they are going with the numbers.
No, please try to understand. Party is outside, and the party which is there in the assembly or parliament is a different party, and that party doesn't the original party. What is happening in Goa? Mr. Kapil, senior advocate Kapil Sibal has yesterday only reiterated it in the Supreme Court. When all the MLAs from Congress party left the Congress party and joined BJP in Goa, does it mean the Congress party has vanished?
No, but then the Congress party there is not claiming for the symbol. The question is that there is a precedent that is there before the Election Commission, which is the case of the Janata Dal dispute.
That is what we are saying. That is what we are saying. As the MLAs and MPs doesn't mean the party. The party is independent of that. Try to understand. Party is absolutely different party. This has got a clear cut. It's a clear picture.
Sir, the order, and I'm looking at this order, Mr. Sawant, it says very clearly that the outcome of the majority test was in favor of Mr. Shinde, that they had 40 MLAs supporting petitioner. They garnered 36,57,327 votes out of the total number. The number of MLAs who were there again supported him, and hence it's only going with the precedent and going with the numbers. This is how the Election Commission will be going with. How is the Election Commission supposed to know that there is a party which is in the house and there is a party which is outside the house?
How they supposed to know means they only demanded it. In the constitutional body of the party and the members, we have submitted 20 lakh forms to the Election Commission, whereas they could not even submit 4 lakh forms. We have submitted the affidavits, 4 lakh affidavits, to which there are hardly 1 lakh affidavits are there with them. Do you want to continue with the same thing? Let them do it.
But
Okay.
Mr. Sawant, what next for you? Because the order says, Mr. Sawant, the order is saying, Mr. Sawant, the order is saying that there are 13 MPs supporting the petitioner, and on the other side, which is your side, there are just 5 MPs.
Madam, you are again and again saying the representatives. You are again and again quoting the number of the MLAs and MPs. So we too have MLAs, MLCs and MPs with us. Why don't you quote that number also? Number of MLAs and MPs do not mean the party. The party means the party's office bearers. The party means the party's members. And members, we have 20 lakh odd members with us.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time. So, Shiv, Sena, Uddhav Thackeray faction member Arvind Sawant there saying that they are going ahead and approaching the Supreme Court. Their argument is that why did the Election Commission of India come up with an order when the case is pending before the Supreme Court? Ananya, the order clearly talks about Janata Dal dispute. It says very clearly that this is how it was settled, that the party or the faction which had maximum numbers of MPs and MLAs will get the symbol, and hence the bow and arrow going with Shinde faction, which had the support of the MLAs and also the MPs.
Definitely, Maria, and you remember when this election war has become, the symbol war had started at the Election Commission of India, the Eknath Shinde faction had in fact come in with a truckload of documents and affidavits stating in their favor that the support is with the Eknath Shinde camp, and definitely whenever these issues come up, whenever such issues come up, the floor test or the numbers are the deciding factor. Either it's the Election Commission of India or it's the Supreme Court. We remember when the Maharashtra political fiasco had broken out before the topmost court of the country, it had not in fact stayed the floor test, saying that the numbers are something that are very, very important in the democracy. And here also the Election Commission of India has said that the numbers belong to the Eknath Shinde faction, and hence the symbol also goes to in fact the Eknath Shinde side. However, we were in touch with some of the legal team of in fact both the sides, and we are seeing that this order probably would be challenged before the Supreme Court or the Delhi High Court, which is a matter of time, and we'll get to know about this. But at the same point of time, we also have to remember that when this issue had cropped up before even this war had actually begun at the Election Commission of India, the Supreme Court was very, very clear in its part that constitutional bodies like the Election Commission of India leave a very, very narrow or a very, very small scope of judicial review, and that's the reason why this order probably would not be stayed by the topmost court of the country or even the Delhi High Court, because this is an order that's been passed by a constitutional body. The issue before the topmost court of the country is very, very different. It is on the issue of whether the speaker can actually decide the disqualification petition when there is a motion moved against his own existence. So that is a very, very different issue. But when we talk of the Election Commission's order, this is something that has come in from a constitutional body after